Okay then, in this video we'll create a free tier account in Amazon Web Services. Alright, so for that you need to go to the official website of the Amazon Web Services, which is aws-amazon.com. Alright, so to use AWS you first need to create an account with them. So for that you need two things. So the first thing is a phone number to validate your identity. In other words, they will send a verification code to your phone number. The second thing is a credit card, but don't worry, if you use their services within the given limits, they will not charge you. All right, so we'll talk about those limits in later videos. So now let's proceed with the process of signing up to AWS services. But I would like to point out that when you register as a verification of bank account, they will take $1 from your bank account. They usually do not proceed with a charge. You can see that $1 in your spending in your bank account, and it usually disappears in 1 week or so. So it is temporary, all right? So this is done because they need to know that your credit card is still valid. So the sign up process consists of 5 steps, which we'll do together. So for now, we need to go to this top right corner and click on this create an AWS account, which will take us to the next page where we can start the registration. So here you need to write your email address. Please type your email address. Then password, and your password should be a minimum of 8 characters, and it should include 3 combinations of the followings. So it should include at least uppercase, lowercase, numbers. It would be 1 combination, or another combination might be uppercase, lowercase, and 1 non-alphanumeric symbols. Sorry, non-alphanumeric symbol. All right. So let's type it. And also it should not be identical to your AWS account name or email address. So this one, all right? So email address and account name we'll write later on, and it should not be the same. So type your password, and you need to confirm your password. Then afterwards you need to give an AWS account name. You can give it whatever you want. So then click continue. So then you need to select account type, and in this form you also need to include your contact information. So your full name. By the way, regarding this professional or personal, so you need to select professional if you would like to use AWS account within your organization. Like for instance, if you are using it at work or etc. for your business. And I will select personal because I'm gonna use it for personal use. So for personal cases. So now I will write my full name. Then your phone number. So then country. So address. And then city, and then state, and lastly postal code. And then you need to check this one if you agree to the terms of the AWS. So create account and continue. Just click on this button. So then you need to specify in here your credit card number. Just do that one. So, and then below you can select billing address or use a new address. So I will use billing address. For my billing address, I will use my contact address because it's the same. So verify and add, and as a verification now it will charge you $1, and but don't worry, they usually do not proceed with the charge. All right. So now we need to select which kind of verification. How should we send you the verification? So we need to select the verification method, whether it's going to be text or voice call. So I'm going to do it via SMS or text message. So that's why I will select the first one. Then country or region code, it's going to be Australia in my case. So then cell phone number. So then you need to type the security check code. I'll just refresh this one. Okay, then send SMS, and then they should send you a verification code, which you need to then enter in here. All right? Just wait a couple of seconds. So in my case, it has arrived. So it's in my case 0661, but in your case, it's gonna be different. Just type yours, all right? And verify code, and it says your identity has been verified successfully, and then now we can continue. So in here, we need to select a support plan. So we need to select basic because it's a one for free. And there are other ones like developer plan and business plan. So please select basic one. So then here you can personalize your experience, and here you can select your role and your interests. And afterwards, AWS will send you recommendations based on your selected preferences. All right. So I'm not going to do that one. If you want, you can do that. So then you can click on this one, sign in to the console button. And then in here, we need to specify if we want to sign in as a root user or as an IAM user. So for now, please select this one, root user, and we will discuss signing in as an IAM user later on. So please select root user, and then in here, we need to type a root user email address. And please make sure you type the email address which you used when you created your AWS account. So now I will write my root user email address. Then we need to type a password. So, and again, this is a password that you specified in the previous step. I mean, when you created your AWS account. So write your password. So if you typed your email address and password correctly, then AWS should sign you in. So this is an AWS Management Console. So you can read it in here, AWS Management Console. And from here, you manage your AWS services. So basically, that's it regarding this video. And in the next one, I'll give you a quick tour of this AWS Management Console. So please watch the next video. Okay then, in this video, I would like to give you a quick tour of the AWS Management Console. So this is a page you see when you sign in to your account. So this is AWS Management Console. And in here on top, we have this kind of black square, which is called a navigation bar. And on the top left corner, we have this AWS icon. And this AWS icon takes us to the AWS Management Console. So if I click on this one, nothing happens because I'm already on the AWS Management Console page. But if I go to, for instance, EC2, so don't worry about this EC2 right now. So then if I want to go back to AWS Management Console, so I can simply click on this one. And then this icon will take me to the AWS Management Console. So then I have here services. So if you click on these services, you can find a list of all available AWS services. So I can scroll down a little bit. So these are all available AWS services. So for instance, here I have compute, and under compute we have several compute services, we have storage services, database services, etc. and etc. And I can view these AWS services in two ways. The first one is group. So if you click on this group, this will allow you to see AWS services by category. In other words, it will just group AWS services by category. So here we have compute category, and under compute we have compute services. We have storage category, and under the storage category we have storage services, and etc. And if you click on this one, A to Z, so you can see AWS services in an alphabetical listing. So in other words, for instance, these are all AWS services that start with A. Or in other words, in here, another example, here is we have all AWS services that start with a letter C, etc. and etc. And we also have here a search box. And this search box is really good if you know a name of the AWS service. So for instance, you can type in here Athena, and then it will provide a result. So it found this Athena service, and I can simply click on this result, and then it will take me to the page of the Athena, or I can write EC2, right? So here you can read EC2, and this is a virtual. This service relates to virtual servers in the cloud. So EC2 is the name of the AWS service, and the below one is a short description. So then we have resource groups, and if I click on this one, you can see that we can create a group. So, and these resource groups allow you to group AWS services. In other words, I can create a group and assign AWS services to that group, and then it will allow me to manage those services as a group. So for now, don't worry about these resource groups. Just understand that you can create a group, assign AWS services to that group, and then it allows you just to manage them as a group. So then here we have this kind of pin icon, and this pin icon allows you to add shortcuts to the navigation bar. And remember, this is a navigation bar, and I can add shortcuts. I can add shortcuts to the navigation bar. So for instance, let's say I use CloudFormation a lot. So I can add a shortcut to this service like this. So, or I use Lambda. So I can add it to my navigation bar. So that means I have now a shortcut to these services. So, and if you wanna remove these shortcuts from your navigation bar, you can simply drop them back like this. So, and let me close this pin icon. Then here we have bell icon, and this bell icon provides information about alerts like open issues. So let me give you one example. Let's say there is an issue with the data center. So in that case, you will be notified in here. All right. So currently there is no issues, or there are no any known schedule changes, etc. and etc. So then here we have account name. In my case, this account name is Ikram AWS Cloud. So if you click on this one, it will take you to the pages relating to your AWS account. So for instance, my account, my billing dashboard, my security credentials, and you can also sign out of your account in here. So then we have here region, and here you can change regions. So for instance, currently I have selected Asia Pacific Sydney. If I want, I can change it to for instance, US East Ohio. Or if I want, So let me just, okay, now it's in US East Ohio. So if I want, I can change it to Canada Central, like this. So that means now it is in Canada Central. So that means if I launch any AWS services, my services will be launched in this region. In other words, my services will be launched in Canada Central. All right. So then I have here support, and this support takes you to the pages relating to AWS Support Center or documentation, etc. So if you want to find documentation relating to AWS, you can, for instance, simply click on this one. Let me open this one in a new tab. So like this. So, and now you have AWS documentation. All right. So that's all about support. So then here we have below this navigation bar, we have a main part. And this main part changes based on your selection. So for instance, if I go to services and if I select EC2, so this main part will be changed accordingly. So in other words, it will just show information about EC2, right? So if I click on this AWS icon, so this main part will be changed accordingly. So now I would like to show you how to sign out of your account. So if you want to sign out of your account, what you need to do is you need to go to your account name. In my case, it's Ikram AWS Cloud. So I will click on this one, and then here you have sign out option, right? So simply click on this one, and then it will sign you out. So as you can see now, it says you are now logged out. So if I want to log in or sign in to my console, so I can click on this one. So in other words, on this sign in to the console icon, like this, or button. So I click on this button, and then it will take me to the sign in page. And in here, again, I need to specify whether I want to sign in as a root user or an IAM user. I don't have an IAM user right now, right? So that's why for now, just select root user. So then in here, we need to specify our root user email address. So we did this one in the previous tutorial. So you should know how to sign in to your account. Just I'm showing you one more time. Then type your password. And now, so now I have signed in into my account. So that's how you sign in and as well as sign out of your account. So basically that's it regarding this video, and I will see you in the next one.